We hear all the time how confusing it is choosing a doula training. It's weird because you're drawn to do this thing and then you'd think a simple Google search would give you all the information you're looking for. Sadly, it doesn't. You don't know who to ask, you don't know what to ask, and the chat boards might say conflicting things about the trainings available. I know I recently went out to go check on the trainings out there, and it was unclear how insurance worked, how much tuition was. Some had recertification fees or continuing education requirements that seemed to be all extra fees on top of the tuition, but even that was unclear. I have been a doula for over 15 years, and I was confused. I know after I completed my weekend training, I never saw my instructor again. I was so nervous going into my first birth. I was in the parking lot. I didn't have Google on my phone because it was before smartphones. But I was searching in my notes and reading up on the books that I had bought because I didn't know who to ask as I went in to do client care, let alone how to finish my exam or my certification package. When you don't see your instructor again, it means when you go out into the field and you're working with your first client, there's no one for you to ask or to get help and support in real time. After training over 3,000 doulas, I saw how triggering some of the information can be. So many of you come into this work because you had a birth that you want to make sure no one else will have, and that means there's going to be some stuff you need to process. Attending classes without support around the grief or loss or trauma or the processing, it can be really harmful to you as a doula student. Okay, so what is important in a doula training and how do we fix all of these issues? Well, not to brag, but Babo Mia did it. You want a training that is going to be accessible for you and all the moving parts of your life. We have researched and we have designed a program that focuses on how adults like to learn, and we've made it work even if you have littles at home. This means bite-sized chunks spread out over 17 weeks. This gives you time to process the information, ask your teachers questions, and to start working in the field, all while getting that 24/7 support that we so need when we're in school. We have made it very easy. There are no hidden fees. There's no recertification fees. There's no exam fees. There's no continuing education fees. We are continuing education for you for free. That part is making sure our alumni are strong as students and as doulas. Your teachers and peer mentors never go away either. This means when you walk into the hospital for your first birth, you can get the support from your entire cohort and your community. I know I would have loved that when I attended my first birth. I didn't have it, and that was really stressful and scary. Here is what you need to ask about your doula training before you sign up. Does it truly teach you everything you need to know to work in a medical field? Does it teach you everything to work in a birth center? How about to work in the NICU? We ensure all of our students are trained from fertility all the way to the postpartum period. People's reproductive journeys cannot be chunked up and taught in a vacuum. There's a flow to it, and in order to provide really great continuous care, we need to know all the way from preconception to parenting and beyond. You will be a trained and certified fertility and birth and postpartum doula at the end of our program. We saw how triggered folks can be when they make contact with a lot of the information in our doula training. So we fixed this. All of our students and alumni get free therapy and trauma processing so they are supported both as students as well as doulas working in the field. This is our commitment to you and to mental health. We also know that the majority of people who take a weekend doula training do not go on to start a business. Why is this? Well, they don't have any business support. We have broken down that barrier by giving you your doula business in a box called the Kickstarter package. We want you to go out there and have an inclusive and lucrative doula business, and I'm pretty sure that's what you want too. Want to hear some really good news? It's a great time to be working as a doula. The financial market forecast for doulas over the next 10 years is that our market share will double. Yes, you heard me, will double. So it's a great time to start your part-time or your full-time doula career as more and more folks are looking for doulas. We also teach you all the other ways you can use your doula certification, even if you don't want to work in the field. There are so many careers that stem from doula work, and we teach you how to run a business as well as how to diversify your income and find what you truly love to do within the field of reproductive health and justice. This means if you have littles at home or full-time paid labor out of the home, you can start your business today. Okay. So what do doulas make? This is a really great question. The short answer is it depends on where you live, how many clients you want to take, and your previous experience. We have written a blog that walks you through all of these different options so that you can see the firm numbers. And it's possible as a doula to make over $100,000 a year. And on average, most doulas make between $50,000 and $60,000 a year. So I guess you want to know if you would be a good doula. Here's how you'll know. Do you help your friends and family already by answering all their questions about fertility or their cycles or their pregnancy or maybe about their birth prep or parenting? Are you drawn to helping and healing? Are you wanting to do something more as far as paid labor goes? Do you want to make a difference in your community? Do you want to change and save lives? Do you want to be present for the absolute magic of birth? Do you want to be the one who helps a parent who's struggling in the postpartum? These are all the qualities of an incredible doula. Your clients will be lucky to have you. At this point, you're probably all ready to dive in, and all of our lessons are recorded, so you get to go at your own pace and go back and revisit them as often as you need. We also have a ton of other awesome resources. We have guest speakers, we have open office hours, you have peer mentors, and all of these are live as well as recorded so that you can make sure you participate to comfort, and there's lots of different ways for you to be really active in the MSP course. If you're feeling anxious about paying for your program, we offer payment plans that you can pay over 3, 6, 9, or even 12 months. Your certification will be paid for after your first 1 or 2 clients. Then it will become a revenue stream for you and your family, your goals, and your financial security and stability. We would love to have you in our maternal support practitioner certification, also known as our doula training. So head over to the website, check it out, and grab your spot today.